Hey guys, welcome back to the PIS. This is Dogfighting Building Blocks 5, Roll the Rainbow. So as you remember from the last slice, I showed you how to initially fly the rainbow, otherwise known as a J-hook. And this time what I want to do is I want to show you a slightly more advanced version of this that we're going to use to acquire profile shots, or some people call them pancake shots or top shots, depending on who taught you and who taught them. So again, we're going to call this rolling the rainbow, because what we're essentially going to do is we're going to carry the rainbow maneuver just slightly past where the pot of gold would be in a rainbow to acquire a profile shot. And again, this is a technique that can be used against targets of all skill levels, varying skill levels. You will find this technique is slightly easier to use against someone who is not as talented as you. And the reason for that is somewhat difficult to explain, but I'm going to try to demonstrate it here for you. So if I roll, this is the technique right here. This is called rolling the rainbow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a little bit of right strafe. I'm going to add some elevation, and I'm going to climb up on top of my target. Okay. At the point that I climb up on top of him, I'm now looking at a profile shot or a pancake shot. The problem with this is, if this person knew what they were doing, as soon as they see me elevating this roll to go for a profile shot, they're going to do the same thing. And let's just say I am slightly quicker. So what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to initiate right strafe, add a little bit of down, left roll, come up over the top, pull my nose back in, and now I'm looking at a profile shot. The problem is, at some point really briefly there in a full tilt or full throttle exchange, I'm going to take that profile shot right about the same time he's trying to take one on me. So one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to miss because he's moving, and he's going to hit because I've committed, or I'm going to hit him, he's going to hit me, and we've basically traded. And something that you never want to ever do in dogfighting is trade. You want to win every exchange. If you can't win, you back out and reset. And I don't mean win the fight, I mean win the exchange, and every shot is an exchange. So you're going to get a shot, he's going to get a shot, unless you're obviously out flying him to the point that he can't find you, but in that case, you probably wouldn't need these videos to help you kill anyone, right? So again, we don't want to trade in a dogfight. That's the last thing we want to do. So when you use this rolling rainbow technique, roll the rainbow, which I'm going to show you one more time here, add some right strafe, down strafe, left roll, come up over the top, reset the nose, profile shot, bang, okay? When you use this rainbow technique, which is basically an extension of the J-hook, it just depends on where you start or end. When you use this technique, the one thing you need to keep in mind is that this is likely to result in you being pancaked or them pushing a pancake on you after you finish theirs. Not that you can't necessarily do something later that I'm going to show you to get out of that, but just kind of be aware that whenever you make this commitment and you go for this elevated roll to try to set up a top shot or pancake shot, you are exposing yourself to be pancaked in return. That's one of the reasons that I'm very careful with who I use this against, and it's one of those things that I kind of throw into the mix. It's just in my bag of tricks, but I want you to make sure you understand how the mechanic works and get the movements down so you can execute it at will. See you for the next one.